everybody, JC here from Toy News International, and today I'm coming at you with another TNI news video, though technically this is kind of a TNI news slash unboxing video. I got a package in the mail this week from the folks at DC Collectibles, and so I thought because it's kind of it's been a light news week as far as toy news goes, I thought I would open this up on camera. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I figure we'll open it up and see together what's actually in here. But if it is what I think it is, I'm pretty excited about it. So we'll get to that in just a minute. So there's just really, as far as news goes, and this is not even really toy news as much, but new images from the Thor movie broke this week via Entertainment Weekly. And so I just wanted to talk about that, and I'm going to kind of tie it back to toys because for me this is probably, in a way, I think kind of our first look at what we could expect as far as Marvel Legend figures from Hasbro. We know Hasbro's going to be doing a wave of Thor movie figures this year. They said as much at Toy Fair last month. They didn't really tell us anything that's going to be in it. Well, they did reveal one figure, or I'm pretty sure the one figure they revealed is for this upcoming Thor wave, which is the Lady Thor, the Jane Foster Thor figure. They did show us that. We do know, rumor-wise, we have a pretty good idea of what's going to be in the wave. There was a rumor list that broke month and a half ago, and I've talked about that before. And other figures that were rumored that came to be true, from this source. So I kind of feel like this is probably got a pretty good, strong foundation for being legit. Again, it's not confirmed by Hasbro at this time. But I just wanted to kind of, look at these images that we're seeing from Entertainment Weekly and then, kind of match it up with what we might see from Hasbro. So, first of all, we've got Thor. Chris Hemsworth is sporting a whole new look for this movie. He's got a haircut. He's got really short hair now. He's got a totally different outfit. Apparently, based on the synopsis for the movie, he's not going to have access to his hammer throughout most of it, so he's going to be using other weapons. So one of the figures that were rumored to be in this upcoming Thor wave is a Thor movie figure. So I'm kind of thinking this is probably what the Thor movie figure is going to look like, probably with the short hair and wearing this outfit and everything. So, like I said, kind of our first look at what that figure will probably be. Now, we're also getting an Odin Son figure, and that should be a comic book figure. And then, like I said, the Lady Thor, Jane Foster Thor, is rumored for that wave. There's also an Enchantress figure coming. Now, it's unclear whether Enchantress is going to be a movie version. I have not heard that the Enchantress is going to be in the movie, but that doesn't mean she won't. And the fact that we've already gotten a comic book-based Enchantress figure released twice in the past year, it really doesn't make sense to me that Hasbro would try and do another comic book version of that character. Time will tell, but I'm thinking that's probably going to end up being a movie figure. We've got Hela. Now, this one I thought was going to be a re-release of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive version that we got a couple years ago, thinking it's a comic book based figure. And it might be. That might be what this is. However, it does appear Hela is going to be in the new movie. We got our first look at her. She's going to be played by actress Cate Blanchett. And so it's possible this Hela figure could be a movie figure based on Cate Blanchett. So again, time will tell, but that should be interesting. We're getting Ares. I don't think we've seen Ares. We've got this one image of this guy in this strange armor. He wasn't named in the image, so he may just be a very minor character that just happens to be in that scene. But apparently we're getting an Ares figure, and again, that could be comic book based or it could be movie based. I really don't know. And then finally, the Build-A-Figure is stated to be the Executioner, which, again, I'm thinking probably that's going to be a comic book based figure, but again, I don't know for sure. I would definitely love to see a nice looking comic book based Executioner. I think that would be pretty cool. Now, other characters that were shown in these new movie images, which we've not heard anything about, getting figures of, but might be interesting, is the Grandmaster, who's going to be played by Jeff Goldblum. So I definitely could see, that would make an interesting figure, I think. If Hasbro did one of the Grandmaster, it'd probably be like a store exclusive or something, but it would be an interesting figure. Valkyrie is going to be in this movie. Now, Valkyrie is a pretty well-known Marvel character. We've already gotten a comic book-based version of Valkyrie, so I could definitely see Hasbro doing a movie version. Valkyrie is going to be played by Tessa Thompson in the movie, so again, it would be interesting to see if they did a movie version of her. Of course, the Hulk and Bruce Banner are going to be in this movie, so I would be very surprised if at some point we don't get a new Hulk figure. And then Loki, looks like based on the images released by Entertainment Weekly, Loki's going to be sporting a new look in the movie, so we could get an updated version of him, which would be pretty cool. So let me know what you guys think. Like I said, probably out of the images that we're seeing, I would say 90% sure that that's what that Thor movie figure is going to look like. Do you like the new look for Thor? Do you think it'll make for a good figure? I don't know. I don't know if I really like Thor with short hair. I think he's got short hair in the comic books nowadays, so it's not too much of a stretch, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. So that's it for news. Like I said, very light week as far as any kind of breaking toy news. Not much to talk about in that regard. So let's go on and move on to the unboxing portion. Now on the front of the box here, it says, looks like it says DC Comics Super Pets Bat Cow plush figure. So I don't think that's what this is. I guess that would be pretty cool if it was, but I don't think that's what this is going to be. But let's get this open and take a look. Got my scissors here, so when you're using sharp objects, be sure to be careful. Cut the tape here. This box looks like it's been reused a few times. It's definitely looks like it's had some good use. It is what I thought it was. Definitely excited for this. It's the new DC Comics Icon 6-inch Justice League Rebirth box set. Now this set I've been waiting for a little while now. I love, like, when I display my figures, I always like to display them in the most recent costumes and outfits that they wear in the comic books and stuff. So I'm definitely glad that we're getting this set, especially since it's got all of the Justice League in it. I like the previous Superman figure they've done for the Icons, but I'm glad to get a more updated outfit for the character, as well as Batman and Flash, which are all figures that have been released in the Icons line. Green Lantern looks pretty much the same, so that one doesn't look too different. And Aquaman looks like a little bit different, but definitely excited. And we get Wonder Woman for the first time in this set, and Cyborg as well, so definitely excited for this. I'm going to be reviewing this next week. I think I'm actually going to break this up and do individual reviews for each figure as opposed to trying to just review them all in one video. So I'm going to start on Monday. I was thinking of maybe, I don't know, start with Superman maybe. I don't know, if you've got someone you want to see the most, then let me know in the comment section, but I'll probably start off with Superman and then work my way from there. But this set is going to be released at comic and specialty shops this month, about a week and a half, on the 22nd, which is a Wednesday. So we only got a little bit before you'll be able to get your hands on this set as well. Thanks to DC Collectibles for sending this out to me early. I do appreciate it. So again, be sure to check back starting on Monday, and I'll be sure to give you a detailed look at all the figures in this set. And on the back of the packaging, we've got looks at other figures. So like the Darkseid, which is already out now, definitely a cool figure. And we got the Burnside Batgirl, which came out last year, really nice figure. And then we've got single figures over here. We've got Firestorm, which has been out, and Joker, and John Stewart Green Lantern. But then we've got new figures that have yet to be released, and all of these are actually pretty cool that I'm looking forward to. We've got Static, Swamp Thing, Deathstroke the Terminator, and then another Wonder Woman. Definitely, I'm liking this set and looking forward to opening this thing up. Okay, so let's wrap things up with the Q&A portion. If you're not familiar, I try and do this every week in the news video where you guys ask questions in the previous news week, in the comment section of the previous news week's video, and then I try and answer them on camera. So if you've got a question that you want to ask for next week, just note it in the comment section below. Just put like Q&A and then ask your question, and I'll try and get to it next week. But I picked out 3 for this week. I've got one from, I believe it's pronounced Brantis, and he asks, what do you think of the 7-inch scale DC Collectibles stuff lately? And do you think they are going to make an Injustice 2 figures line, the Injustice 2 video game? So the first part of the question, what do I think of the 7-inch figures from DC Collectibles? I always have enjoyed them. I can go back and forth from 6-inch and 7-inch, especially with DC. With Marvel, I'm a little more strict about, staying with the 6-inch stuff, but because the DC Collectibles in the past was always 7-inch, I have a lot of 7-inch figures, so it doesn't bother me with the various scales and everything. But I always think that they're very detailed. Most of them are always very detailed and have nice paint applications. Some a little bit weak on the articulation, but for the most part, and especially recently, I think they've been getting better and better in that department. So I do like the 7-inch stuff that DC Collectibles has been giving us. Now, as far as an Injustice 2 video game line, I would say probably not, simply for the fact that they didn't announce anything at Toy Fair last month. I think if they were going to be doing a line based on the video game, they probably would have made the announcement there. Maybe not, maybe they'll holding that off until the summer, to announce at San Diego Comic-Con. But like I said, right now I'm going to say no, probably not, since they didn't announce anything at Toy Fair. Dean asks, do you know if there will be a line of Logan movie figures? No, there will not be. And I'm assuming you mean Hasbro. I've actually not heard of anybody doing Logan movie figures, but definitely Hasbro's not. The closest you're going to get is that 6-inch Old Man Logan figure that was released in the new wave of X-Men Legends, which are hitting Target stores now. But don't expect any kind of Logan movie wave coming from Hasbro. And like I said, I haven't even heard, even companies like Hot Toys, which will sometimes do figures based on those X-Men movies, I've not heard anything for Logan. And then the final question comes from Noah, and he asks, can you do a review on the current Transformer toys? I'm a huge Transformers fan since the 1986 movie. Well, Noah, I love that movie, even though it's kind of funny because I really actually kind of quit collecting Transformers for a while at the point of that movie. At that point, I was collecting them as a kid. I would play with them and everything. And then when the movie came out, and I loved the movie, but then after the movie, and I still watched the cartoon and everything, but I just quit collecting the toys. I kind of moved on to other things. But I loved that movie. But as far as doing reviews for Transformers current stuff, I gotta say, probably not going to see a whole lot from me on Transformers. Mainly because when I've done them in the past, they just have never gotten much of a response, a lot of views. I think there's so many talented Transformer reviewers out there that get all that stuff much quicker than I'm able to, and do reviews of that stuff. So I won't say I won't ever do a Transformer review. Again, they just don't really seem to perform well, and they're pain in the butt. Transformer reviews are probably the hardest thing to do as far as a toy review goes, because you've got to try and transform them on camera and everything, and that can just, like I said, be very time consuming and a pain in the butt. But if I ever enough people ask for it, I probably would consider it. I mean, I love Transformers and everything, even though, like I said, I don't collect a lot of it personally, other than the Masterpiece stuff these days. But I do appreciate the question, and I would recommend, check out tformers.com. There are a lot of Transformer reviews that get posted on there. So if you really are looking for Transformer reviews, check out T-Formers, and like I said, there's a number of guys over there that do a lot of Transformer reviews that you might want to check out. Alright, so that's it for this week. Like I said, it's kind of a short week, not much in the way of news. Definitely looking forward to reviewing that Rebirth box set starting on Monday, so I hope you guys check back for that. And until next time, guys, I will catch you later.